it's me, Alex. If you will notice, I'm in a different location. It's called my living room, at least for the next couple of days.
LOL.
We're being kicked off campus. This is my roommate, Kirsten.
Hi.
So we were having like a conversation at least a month ago that prompted the need for us to do this video because we're kind of like, we were talking about capitalism and makeup releases. Yes, because this is what you do in seminary.
Yeah.
It's just like...
hate on capitalism?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we were kind of like, you know what, we're like really funny people.
I think
and
so.
we make a lot of great points.
I think
so. I'm calling this Roommates Roasting Releases. Because we're gonna roast some releases. So we're gonna scroll through trend mood.
This is me like barbecuing something.
Ooh,
I don't know.
yeah, do it like a nice even roast.
Good little grill.
You know, a little something for everybody. A nice even roast.
Like flip over the veggies with tongs, of course. No, I don't want to burn myself.
Burn capitalism, not yourself. Okay, so we're gonna pull up some stuff on trend mood and we're also gonna do our makeup because we're getting ready at 8:09 p.m.
Okay, so I put on makeup like once in the past like week, and I was like, Alex, if we're gonna do this, like I want to do a get ready with me and make it worth it. And so I'm wearing sweatpants that I wore all day yesterday. I think that was, yesterday we had classes. I showered and put on a new shirt and put on deodorant and brushed my hair, so.
Yes, I mean, if it helps, I'm wearing leggings that if I were to like show my lower half in this video, I would have to censor probably some things. So anyway,
yeah.
I brought like 3 palettes downstairs because I don't know what I'm gonna use.
Yeah, and I just have all of my makeup supplies, so like I typically keep my stuff in this like travel bag just because it's easy to kind of like move around. But then I also have like eye makeup in this thing, which I'm pretty sure a friend gave this to me for my birthday nearly 7 years ago, like this container. And it's lasted a while, and I have like a few different palettes. Some from like literally from the dollar store because when I went home for Christmas, I lost my luggage. So I went to the dollar store because I insisted on having bronzer. As if that's the most important thing. But then I also have like stuff from Ulta. Like I have Emily Eddington's palette because I met her. She used to work at a TV station near my hometown, and she left the station to like continue to do YouTube, and I think she's really cool. Yeah, I really have not used this much, but maybe today. Yeah, why not? Yeah. It looks like I've maybe used like 3 of the 10 pieces in here. Yeah. So today's the day. Yeah, I'm gonna work through my Pan That palette because this one is like 5 years old. Yeah. And it's like really pretty, but I've also discovered there's like so much shimmer in here that I never use it properly. Can I make a makeup confession? I feel like this video is a lot of things for me. Yeah, this is so many things. Okay, so one of my best friends, Sarah, who I grew up with, she's amazing. She would like always give me a ton of makeup, not as much anymore because I moved away. But I've had this thing for years and I freaking love it. Like it's so like cute. My favorite shadow. Yeah. I love the balm. And then also I got this Naked Basics during my last semester of college. So fall of 2013. And I've only hit pan on one of them because I only use like 2 colors. And I know that you're not supposed to keep makeup for that long, but I try to keep it in good condition and I like clean the outside. I'm pretty certain I have at least 1 blush from that long ago. Okay, so, good. Like, so I'm not totally disgusting. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, I definitely have told a friend recently that she couldn't keep eyeshadow from her senior prom because that was in 2009. So I feel like I've done a good deed there. And, you know, maybe when I get to 2023, I'll get rid of that, but not yet. Yeah, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. It's basically my logic is if it starts breaking me out or it makes my eyes water, then I'm gonna stop using it. Yeah. Also, I remember hearing this thing years ago that mascara should be slightly warmed up. So I always like put it in the crevice of my knee or whatever. Yep. And I've never asked you if that's a real thing or not. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. Like I know a lot of people who put like mascara in their bra. I do that sometimes. Interesting. And just like warm it up. So let's get into the makeup releases. All right. I think the first one, you know, now that we've been filming for 6 minutes. Cool. No, we did like I love us. We're great. I love us too. Yeah. Let's talk about the ColourPop and Mulan collection because I know you are like a Disney fan. I am. I'm just gonna say I really love the shimmery colors in the middle, like the goldyish one, the pink one, and then also the, what would you call that color? Crimson maybe? Yeah, like a crimson-y shimmer. Cranberry-ish. Cranberry. I like that. Yeah. So I think that's really cool, but I also wonder like, is this actually Mulan inspired or is this just like, yo, let's continue capitalism. Yeah, because I know Disney has like a contract with ColourPop to make makeup together, which because they've done like a Frozen collection, they've done a Disney Princess, Disney Villain collection. Yeah, honestly, I know people were kind of shitting on the Frozen collection, but that Anna palette was pretty cute. Probably because Anna is amazing. I think the reason people were having a problem with it is because there was like pressed glitters in the palettes, and pressed glitters should not be used like on the eyes. That makes sense. And especially since it's like Anna and Elsa marketed a lot of like
like younger kids will be getting it, and like won't be able to make the same distinction as grown-ups.
Yeah. Also, I like to say as I'm putting on foundation that I know the YouTubers who I watch are like, I use a foundation brush, but honestly, I've just never gotten into that, and like my fingers work.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for being Alex the Affirmer.
I try.
And you succeed.
Yeah. I like the same shades that you do, and then kind of like nothing else. Like,
Right, I feel like the others are just like kind of just there.
Yeah, and the palette's
like,
$22.
Oh, how many shades are there?
It is.
Also, I can't see well without my glasses.
Yeah. So it's 15 shades, which like is a decent, reasonable price
Sure, I mean,
for that, but it's also like no. I'm not gonna effectively pay $22 for like the 4 shades that I like.
Right, if I loved all of them, like that would be a good deal because I would pay like over $1, obviously, for each like single shadow. But it's like, I don't know if it's enough.
I do like. I'm looking at some of the other things in the collection, and so I like these blushes. Like it's like a blush and highlighter type thing.
Those are really pretty. I do like both of those colors. Actually.
Yeah, I love it because I love a good nude blush, and it looks like they're a bit shimmery, and I love a shimmery blush.
Yeah, I don't think I would like really wear either of them though, because I try not to do too much shimmer on my cheeks. Like occasionally I'll accidentally pick up a shimmery blush, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But I try not to do like a shimmery bronzer or what's the just dark contour? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I'm so good at the words. Just because I feel like that like doesn't work super well for me, for my skin. But
yeah, I've come to kind of really love shimmery face products just because I've been kind of like embracing my natural skin-ish. Like I do a little bit of tinted moisturizer, but I like the glowy kind of look because one, my skin is pretty dry, so using all of like cream products and stuff kind of helps me counteract that.
Yeah. You do always have like really poppin' highlighter and
Thank
shimmers.
you.
I enjoy that part of your like makeup selfies on Instagram as well, because it's just like I need a bright start to my day, and your highlighter is a highlight to my day.
So do you feel like the collection kind of matches Mulan, or because sometimes it does, like, and sometimes it really doesn't?
I mean, I'm not super getting Mulan vibes just because I feel like Mulan makeup would just be like understated. Like I think of like the over the top stuff for like what is it near the beginning when it's like the matchmaker stuff, and it's like, oh, we're gonna be like super makeup-y, but like the majority of the movie is her like pretty good dude, right? Yeah. And not that dudes can't wear makeup.
Yo, what if they did like a drag collection? That could have been a great Mulan.
Right, I would totally. That would be so cool.
ColourPop, you should hire us. What the fuck? So I want to talk about Fenty Beauty has released this little...
And that's Rihanna's line, right?
Yes. I haven't bought anything from her yet, but she's about to release some products that I'm... Once I have more financial stability in this time of a literal plague, I will be buying a few things from Rihanna.
Can I make a Rihanna confession?
Yes.
There was a BuzzFeed quiz. Probably, I'm sure it was on BuzzFeed because I take a lot of BuzzFeed quizzes, and it was like, what's Rihanna's last name? And Fenty was one of the options, and I was like, I know that's her makeup line, so I'm pretty sure that's not her last name, but it is.
So she's releasing some like more face products. She released this Matchsticks Glow. That's like a cream highlighter. Here's what it like looks like on a whole bunch of different skin tones. It looks pretty universal. Oh,
I like that. Like it looks really good on like the two right ones.
Yeah, and
like I mean it's pretty light obviously on the first one, but I think that works.
Yeah, like it's just like glowy and dewy.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
So I've never tried anything from Fenty, but I've heard nothing but good things about just about everything that she makes.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about all of her stuff too.
Yeah, I
think you should get that.
So that's not going to be the first thing that I purchased from her because let me show you the other thing that she's about to release that I have anti-hauled for myself, but only for the time being because like there it is. So they're also releasing cream blushes and cream contours and cream bronzers. And I've been especially loving cream face products because they're very nice for dry skin.
Yeah, I'm like really enamored by that picture there. It's the second one in on the bottom from the left. That like those are really pretty colors. Yeah,
so I want to like zoom in on it because like that one specifically Petal Poppin' and like Rose Latte.
I'm like so pretty. I love Rose Latte.
And like Cool Berry.
And
I also kind of want to try that like yellow blush shade because a lot so many of my internet friends were wearing like yellow blush and looking so super cute, but I'm so scared of like any sort of different blush on my face.
I very much go with like a general like peachy-ish.
Yeah, I'm kind of like nude blush or dye kind of person.
So you're thinking of going toward like the blush first? Is that right?
Yeah, because I have like 3 cream blushes right now, and I know it would be ridiculous of me to get more than that because honestly, who uses that much? But the answer is me. Me uses that much.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, and plus it's releasing like 5 days before my birthday.
That's perfect.
Which means that it was made for tourist season. And I need me some of that.
But, you know, the last 2 years, like we had a party the night before your birthday the first year. And then last year, you came in from work and I was like, it's your birthday, right? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, happy birthday!
No, when I turned 22, Case and I had come in like super late. And then all of a sudden, as I walk in, I hear her blasting Taylor Swift's 22.
You know, I just can't resist it. It's such a good song.
So I have a unique release that I want to talk about.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
Sugar Pill.
Ooh.
Which I love the brand because I've heard they make very good products. I've only ever tried like a couple things from them. I recently got like 2 of their eyeshadows and I haven't had a chance to try it yet just because I like the colors objectively and I love that I have them in my collection. I haven't been compelled to wear them just yet. So they have this capsule collection.
That's so cool.
Which is like shaped like a pill, like their logo.
Yeah.
And they did one that was a little bit pinkier. And now they have this like peachy orange one.
That's really pretty.
And at first I was like, okay, I look at the swatches and I wonder if it's like the pop effect with like the yellows and green and blue.
Right.
But then a Facebook friend of mine got it and she's been posting looks with it and it looks really good.
That's
awesome. And I'm kind of like, okay. But it's like $42, so and these are all colors that I would use.
They're like really pretty.
But it's also like, is this $42 of it being good? So the packaging is like super cute, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also like, how the hell?
Tic Tacs.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was gonna sing like the Kit Kat song, but it's a Tic Tac, so.
You can still sing it.
Well, I don't know what I would sing. Give me a break. Give me a break.
Give me a makeup. Give me a
makeup. Please just give me some makeup, Sugar Pill.
I'm such a good songwriter.
I love it.
Thank you. Also, I have a very effective cleaning strategy for my brushes of my hand.
Yep. Honestly, it's either this or my pants. Here's something that I want your opinion on.
Okay,
this
I'm ready.
Itty bitty Viseart palette. So I have a couple of palettes from Viseart. Viseart is like a professional makeup brand.
Yeah.
And I own 2 palettes from them. They're very good quality, but they're expensive as fuck. It's, I think, $30 for, and so that's about 2/3 of the size of the one I have, and the one I have is about this big total.
Gotcha.
And I spent almost $40 on it. But honestly, the color scheme is one of the greatest things I've ever owned, and the shadow quality is chef's kiss.
Love a chef's kiss.
So I'm like, okay, Viseart quality to me is like worth it.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of like, okay, in this color scheme because of the pinks, and let me tell them what it's called. It's called the Viseart Petit Pro Chouchou. Viseart's like Parisian or something, and it's like chouchou. I don't know what that means, but I can pronounce it because I took French for 4 semesters, but I don't know what any of the French words mean. So,
okay, so I theoretically really like icy and cotton candy, but for me they would not be wearable colors. I can totally see them for you because they do pop. Like I totally get with like it's good quality, but it's not like
like how the hell can I justify $30 for a tiny little thing like that?
Yeah.
And it looks so beautiful, and I know the shadows will be great because the only things I've ever heard about Viseart that are like negative are just like the shimmers weren't quite what I was looking for, and like that's fair because the shimmers have a very distinctive quality, I think, that I personally really like, but I know not everyone does.
Sure.
And like the other things that I bought from them were like, there's one palette that was $40 that I got on sale because it was like Sephora Friends and Family sale.
Oh yeah.
And then I got one of their ones that's normally $80, but since it was being repackaged, I got it for $60. I was like justifying it because like it's basically the price of like a naked palette with tax, you know?
Do you do mostly Sephora?
I've since moved to Indie because Sephora's rewards program sucks, but there are a few brands that are like Sephora exclusives that I don't want to move away from.
I'm more of an Ulta person.
Yeah, Ulta's significantly better.
Yeah, and I just get like intimidated by Sephora, which isn't something I like named until someone else said that to me recently, and I was like, yeah, like Ulta is like bright,
it's approachable,
shiny, and Sephora's like welcome to our lair.
Basically these otherworldly Instagram models who are like super cool. And like when I moved up here, I had actually applied for a job at like the local Sephora in the Short Hills Mall. And
the fancy mall.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was a fancy mall until I actually went in there for the first time when I needed to actually go to Sephora for the first time up here. Because I was like replacing something. Or I could have been buying something new. I don't know. Anything to me is a Sephora necessity.
Whatever.
Which is a problem. When I had gone there, I didn't realize that it was like the fancy mall. And I was like, the first time I went in, I was like, oh, so that's why I didn't get the job. Could I have gotten it in the mall that is like in my hometown in Lynchburg?
Yeah.
Yes, that is a Sephora that they probably would have let me into.
Yeah. I mean, I will say I've had good experiences in Sephora before, but it's just like, I don't like the atmosphere and mood.
Yeah, so a lot of times I go in and the music's like so loud.
It's like Hollister for makeup.
Yes, and all of the employees are like otherworldly beautiful to the point where it's like,
check out our jean sale.
Yeah.
And how like Hollister has like taglines you have to say or that the employees have to say.
So I never went into Hollister.
In your whole life?
I went once when I was in like college or something, but by that point, so we didn't have a Hollister in the mall when I was growing up. We had American Eagle and we had Aeropostale, but also I didn't go to either of those places because I was an emo kid.
Well, sure.
And it's like, that's where all the preppy bitches go, and I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, I wanted to be really cool when I was a freshman in high school, so I was like, I'm gonna wear Hollister shirts and fit in with the cool kids. And I never fit in with the cool kids, and I never was a cool kid until seminary. Woo! Yeah! This is where nerds come to be cool.
Basically, yes. So I wanted to be a cool kid too, but I thought the cool kids shopped at like Hot Topic. So I was like, Mom, buy me really expensive Hot Topic jeans so you could basically get the same thing at like Kohl's.
My family loves Kohl's.
Kohl's is like pretty good, although I remember being a teenager and like going shopping in the women's section with my mom. And I told her that I never wanted to dress as an adult because all of the women's clothes in the grown-up section were really boring.
I think I remember saying the same thing in high school.
Yeah, and now I'm kind of like, wait a minute, they make some very like sturdy jeans.
I love those solid tops.
Yes, I need all of the basic t-shirts. What was I thinking at 14?
Instead I've become an Old Navy stan. And that's literally where like everything comes from.
Thrift store plus Old Navy, and now I've actually discovered that American Eagle is pretty great, and makes pretty good quality jeans for my body type.
Yeah,
so.
I've had good success with their like cardigan sweaters.
Yeah, I don't know why I shit on American Eagle so much. It's actually a really great store. So DazeyLA is releasing these. They're called the Double Dip Suede and Glitter and Glow. Suede Shade and Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. So they come in like duos, and it looks like one end is like matte and one end is like shimmer.
It sounds like either a tongue twister or like a fairy tale curse.
So Double Dip Suede Shade Glitter and Glow. Double Dip Suede Shade and Glitter and Glow.
I'm actually getting like Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella vibes. Like I feel like that's like what the fairy godmother would say before she
Double Dip Suede Shade Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow.
We also sound like Oprah when she's like, I love bread.
So it's like in a liquid form.
Ooh, I do like that actually.
And
I really like
so
that.
I had one of their Glitter and Glow shadows. I do have it upstairs. I haven't used it in like a year because it's like a black glitter and it's gorgeous, but I never know.
Right.
It was a very good purchase for the time when I got it because it fit my makeup style very well back then. Like I wore it to my college graduation.
Aww.
But now I'm kind of like at a point where I do my makeup very differently and my style has evolved, so I don't know. Like,
right.
You know?
Yeah, I went through a phase in probably high school when I wore like olive green liquid eyeshadow, which now I just wear a lot of olive green like shirts and sweaters and stuff. And so I'm like instantly drawn toward that one. And I think the purple in this bottom section is really pretty. And I like the blue in the top section. So like
I love the colors
I really like
everything.
Yeah, those are fun options. Like those are the three that I would be drawn toward wearing.
Yeah,
but they're just like, that's really fun. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
You DazeyLA.
Like, so the shimmery ones play very nicely. I think they're very easy to work with. I've never tried a matte liquid eyeshadow, and I don't know how that would go.
I'm pretty sure the one that I had and used, I mean, I had a few different ones, but the one that I like used a lot, I'm pretty sure it was from Avon. So Way to go. I really liked it. Like, I think it worked pretty well. I did wear eyeliner in those days, so that may, like, be a change because I haven't worn eyeliner since college.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it was,
it
was really cool.
Because I guess, like, the matte could be, like, a good all-over lid. Because, like, usually I go for, like, a shimmer on the lid and a matte in the crease. And I never, like, I wouldn't know quite if it would work well for me to blend out, like, a matte liquid shadow in my crease. So it's, like, very intriguing because I think it could be a very, very nice release. But I kind of just want to see a few more people, like, playing with it.
Yeah, have you seen it on many people yet?
I haven't seen anyone do it. However, there's another release that is similar-ish from Glossier that I have seen someone use, which I'm going to attempt to pull up wherever it may be. The only thing I've ever tried from Glossier is their cloud paints, and that was when Joy came over to film with me.
Oh, yeah.
And it was super fun, and that is actually what kind of convinced me that cream blush is a great thing. Aww. Because those are super good, and now I am, like, between those and the Fenty ones, I want to own more. Because they were really great and surprisingly, like, not clownish on the face.
Nice.
But they recently released these Skywash liquid eyeshadows that are like that.
Ooh.
They're supposed to be like a light wash.
What happened to my voice there? Ooh, I really like that on the model.
Yeah. So I saw Atlee, one of my favorite YouTubers. I saw her use that one and also the chartreuse one. And that one especially appeals to me. Like, there's a periwinkle one, there's like a chartreuse one. I
that
think
periwinkle is really pretty.
So you have that one. They also have like some more natural shades, like a mauve shade, a terracotta, a brown.
That is pretty.
Yeah, so they have some pretty good. I like that mustardy type shade too. And so let me see how much they like retail for, because that's going to be the one thing that I'm a little bit like, okay, could I justify getting that? Because I rarely buy single things, like single eyeshadows. I usually get it in palette form.
Yeah. Do you have Z palettes? Like, have you ever, what is it called? Like, repotted, depotted?
Yeah, so I've never depotted anything just because when, like, the way I think about makeup, when I think about specific eyeshadows, I know where to find them in my palettes, and I'm very okay with going into multiple palettes to kind of get the job done. But I have started buying more single eyeshadows. So I don't know if you know this, but you kind of enabled me on one of them. So remember that, no, it was a good purchase. Remember those like really shimmery, like dark eyeshadows that I was showing you on Instagram a while ago?
I think so.
The Shroud Cosmetics Moonfall trio that is like...
I feel like when you show me it will like click.
These.
Yes, I do remember.
Yeah, I bought them because I was like, okay, Kirsten is my very practical friend, and I know that you wouldn't like steer me wrong into anything that will look bad on me.
Nice.
And like... Because Case and I kind of have a tendency to go a little too far into the treat yourself category sometimes, because we're both very much that kind of people.
I love a good treat yourself.
But it's like, okay, Kirsten wouldn't steer me wrong. That means it's a good purchase.
That's
so I got
nice.
it, and it was like super cute. But yeah, I rarely buy single shadows until now, basically. But like the shadows that I usually look at are like $6 at most.
Yeah, I've just been like intrigued by Z palettes, and I've never like used one, and I don't buy enough eyeshadow or like single things. The only like single stuff I have are like bronzer, blush, and powder, and so it's like it's not really worth it for me. But I just think it's such a cool idea.
Yeah, I wish I could put a Glossier Skywash into a Z palette. I kind of want to make a big order from Glossier at some point, but because I don't want to order like just one thing, you know. Yeah. So they have like cloud paint duos of like their cream blushes.
Ooh,
and
cool.
Since there are a couple of shades, like they have one that's a little bit more berry mauve, and then they have one that's a little bit more nude, and both of those are shades that I generally go for when it comes to blush.
Nice.
I might just order like a duo with two of them and save a little money.
Yeah.
But as far as like the Skywash things, I'm kind of like, would this actually be worth it for me to get this, or is that just like kind of like an aspirational purchase of like, I want to be one of those cool like model off duty type of like, you know, give me a wash of eyeshadow and I'll look super cool, but I don't know if that's who I would want to be in a different life, or if that's who I am now.
That is such a good question. Like, yeah, is this something for me right now or not? Which really has been like important for me to think about in seminary, because I remember like when we both started, we would talk about makeup all the time, because I like was watching a lot more makeup videos and like really keeping up with stuff. And then just as time went on, I just didn't like have the time or energy to keep doing that. And so I've like only bought like things that I've completely run out of. I run out of eyebrow pencils really fast. So I probably bought these the most frequently.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. So I've basically kind of finished mine, but that's because I'm like...
Yeah, I'm almost finished.
Oh, you're good.
I'm sorry. I feel like I was like, I'm almost finished. I'm almost done. Don't be mad at me.
I don't want to rush you. I'm more just like, okay, I can like sit here. But like, that's one of the things that's worrying me about like leaving seminary is kind of like, am I supposed to like tone all this down for a job now? Do they expect me to tone this down?
I don't think you should, because can I just say, like, my word of the year, because I always do a word of the year, or since 2014 I have, and my word this year is authenticity, and I think we should like bring our full selves into job interviews and into our careers and stuff. And I talked to my family at Christmas. My family lives in like a very rural conservative area, and so they were like, you're gonna have to stop dyeing your hair purple when you apply for jobs. And I was like, probably not, which I haven't actually dyed my hair purple in like over a year probably.
I don't know,
but
I
was
was
like,
give you that purple hair dye though.
Oh yeah. I'm excited about that. But I'm like, no, like I like want to be myself in jobs, and the last church job I had, like I had purple hair when I started there. So like it's fine.
Yeah, because I think, like, the thing is, yes, I have, like, a lot going on, but I do feel like I am very professional, and I dress very professionally, and, like, none of the way that I present myself isn't, like, I'm not sloppy about my, like, weirdness, you know? Totally. And I think that's what kind of makes the difference sometimes in, like, job interviews is, like, it's not so much about, like, the way you look, but if you're, like, sloppy about it, or, like, if you act like you don't care.
Right. Yeah. Wave your hands in the air like you don't care. I'm trying to see if I have any lip products, and I don't think I have any with me, which is fine. I don't really wear a lot of lip products. I mostly just do like chapstick. Yeah, this is super cute. Thank you. I feel like when I put my glasses on, it just like wipes away any makeup on my face.
I think so.
So it's like nice to have like more color on my glasses today.
Yeah.
Tonight. This evening.
This 8:44 p.m.
This 8:44 p.m.
So shall we look for a few more releases just for like content?
I would love to look for a few more releases for content.
Because I need to up my watch times and stuff. You know, trying to be real professional about this now that I have way too much free time. Ooh, I talked about this in my anti-hauling things I actually want. And now this has like actually been like the inside is shown.
That's so cute.
Right? It's the Menagerie Cosmetics Pastel Pup Palette.
That's adorable.
Yeah. And so
the outside, I'll say the packaging is adorable. I don't know that like I'm drawn to the colors though. I mean, they
exactly.
I just don't like pastels.
So I anti-hauled it at the time of like only seeing the outside of it, and I was like, okay. So I don't like pastels on myself. I like it on other people, but I like without eyeliner, pastels just like look really weird with like the coloring of my face and stuff.
That's a yep, as in for me, not like your face looks weird.
Your face is like gross.
Ew, how can you not wear eyeliner?
How dare you? But like when I was looking at the outside, I thought it was just gonna be like the blue, the purple, and like the green pastels because I think those to me are the most like flattering pastels on myself, because even though I don't wear a lot of pastels, and how many times can I say the word pastel? Pastel. Basically. I would say take a shot, but you might die of alcohol poisoning.
Take a water.
Take a shot of hydration. Yes, hydrate or dihydrate.
Cheers. Except not too close because we're social distancing. Yep. LOL as roommates.
Synchronized water drinking. So I was like, you know what? I wear a lot of like I do make an exception for like blue and purple pastels because I think that those can be very like cute and flattering if you just like do it right and do it kind of as more of like a wash of color rather than a dramatic eye look.
Okay.
And so if it looked like this on the inside and wasn't like a rainbow of pastels, I would be really, really into it.
Yeah, I would typically be into like rainbow stuff, but I'm just not sure.
Yeah, because
like it looks pretty in the swatches, but it's just not. I just feel like it's not super wearable.
Yeah, because I can see so many of like my friends looking really good in it, and I can't wait to see what they do with it, because I know there's a lot of people who I know who are really interested in this and want it, and I think will look great in it. But I also know that I don't think I'm the target audience for this, and that makes me really sad, because that's the same company that does that did this palette. This has some of my favorite eyeshadow formulas because, like, I mean, you can see the pigmentation of this. Like, this is the best purple palette in the entire goddamn universe.
That's so pretty.
And
which ones did you use today?
So I used this one in my crease and this one in my outer corner.
Nice.
And then I did a shimmer from my self-made palette on my lid.
Cool.
So they make really good eyeshadows, and I'm so glad that they are actually coming out with pastels because I feel like they just have a lot of really bright, vibrant colors, which is great for me. But I know that some people might like something a little bit lighter.
Geared toward people who are not us.
Right. Gotcha. So it's pretty, but just because it's pretty doesn't mean you need to own it.
Yeah, I would swipe toward the no direction. I forget which, if that's like swipe right or left.
Left, I think.
Is that bad? Swipe left is like we don't want you.
Yeah, I think
I
swipe
don't
left. I guess.
I don't know. I've never had to.
I did, and it was a horrible experience. Let's see if there's any like non-eyeshadow stuff that we can talk about.
I feel like we mostly done that except for we did those like blushes and bronzers.
Yes, because it's only like I'm always just like most drawn to eyeshadow, so.
Yeah, even though I like barely wear it, it's still like, what is the coolest
pretty,
to see?
you
It's
know?
so pretty.
There's so much you can do with it.
Yeah. I also love just like intense red lipsticks, but I get so nervous putting it on myself. I'm like, I don't want to mess up. And then I take like 5 years doing it, and so I was like, I don't want to do that right now. But
I understand.
yeah, like outside of eyeshadows, that's what I'm like enamored by.
Yeah, recently it's like only like eyeshadow and blush, kind of everything else. I'm kind of like, okay, I have kind of all the lip colors that I could need right now.
Right.
And it would take a lot to impress me. And I have like the same highlighter and like the same color highlighter in a bunch of different formulas, and I need to stop that.
That's awesome.
So speaking of highlighters,
okay,
Anastasia.
Are these all highlighted?
Yeah.
Right.
Anastasia recently re-released the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit that came out a few years ago.
Why re-released?
I don't know. Apparently it was like a cult favorite. I never got it because I never saw the need for a highlighter palette. I do own one glow kit from Anastasia, but that's only like 4 shades, and I really like it. It's a sugar glow kit. So
yeah, I can see it being wearable for me. Like
it's like $40.
I
Yeah, it's like $40 for 6 shades, and that's my thing. Is like the one I have it's really good and it's very good quality. I'm not sure if it's worth it for that price, but I'm glad I own it.
Right. So I kind of feel that way about Anastasia's brow pencils because those were the first that I used, and I think that Emily probably suggested them. And so I picked them up, and I was like, these work so well. And then one day I was like, I don't need to pay this much for a brow pencil. Right. And so I think I just asked an Ulta employee, I was like, are there any drugstore brands? And she was like, actually, we have Ulta brand. And I was like, I guess I'll try it. And I've been using Ulta brand eye pencils since then. So it's like, they're super nice, but I just like, I don't need to pay that much. I feel like I have a complicated relationship with my brows because when brows like started to become a thing, like 7 or 8 years ago, my students would be like, your brows are bad, which they would also be like, you can't match, and they're not wrong. So like, they were right, it's fine. But I am obsessed with my brows. Like, I will just like look at them all the time and be like, they are not even cousins today. What is this? Like, we are nowhere near sisters, they're not even cousins. So I will alternate between the sculpting one when I'm feeling my look and then the thinner one, but then I ran out of the thinner one and I bought more, but I haven't opened them yet. I go between them, but it's nice to have like this spoolie on the end, as most of them do. But yeah, it's so much cheaper, and this says it's made in South Korea, and that's exciting. I like it, Ulta. I like it, and it's like minimal plastics. It's not like we're ruining the world too quickly.
Yeah.
Just like at a regular amount.
I'm not gonna think about that too hard.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Anastasia. Yeah, I think those are really pretty. I would actually, I know I already said earlier that like I wouldn't be into shimmer for like
might I be able to
other face products, but that would be like convincing. Like I'm just really drawn to those colors, and I feel like it's pretty irregular for me to like actually like everything in one palette.
Yeah, because I think it's very pretty. I'm not sure if I would use some of like the bronzy shades. Also, I'm kind of like on a Anastasia specific no buy right now because they just keep on doing bullshit on Twitter. And like
that sucks.
Yeah, like they were really, really great, and I still think they make great products, but like they're having a lot of nonsense right now, and if they can stay out of nonsense, then I will like go back to standing them. But it's too much.
What are they doing?
So they collaborated with a multi-level marketing brand, which is a big ol' nope.
Our best.
They did a creator search and then was like, hey guys, since you're on our PR list, do you want to create content for us for free? which is a big old nope. Norvina, the kind of face of the brand right now, who I think this is what bothers me, is because I love her makeup style and I love her creativity, and because I think if she just stuck to that and like didn't do the social media shit, then she would be really great. Yeah. And ABH would go in a really great direction because she brought so much like color into the brand. But she like gifted a fancy luxury bag to a racist drama channel.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, oh, y'all have that kind of money, but y'all don't have the money to pay your creators. And they also just released a lot of things, a lot of expensive things all at once towards the end of last year.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that about a few different brands, which is like,
I'm okay-ish with it, with like ColourPop or something that's like cheap. So my camera decided to go back on its bullshit and isn't working right now.
Great.
So, long story short, I'm not buying from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You'll probably know this from me already. But the Nicole Guerrero glow kit would be a great choice for Kirsten.
Thank you.
To get her into some glowy face products and convert her to the right direction. I will convert you. It'll happen.
I've been in a lot of deconversion and reconstruction process.
Yes.
Over the last few years, so there's still work to be done.
I'm a glow evangelist. So
Glow-vangelist.
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 Yes.
Yes, queen.
Yes. Another potential Instagram handle if I ever choose to rebrand myself.
That would be so
I still
fun.
like your idea for Spooky Spoonie. So
yeah, I was pretty proud of that one.
That one's a good one.
Thanks.
So anyway, that is it. Give me a thumbs up for Kirsten because she's pretty great.
Give a thumbs up for Alex.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, even like when I move out and like all of this blows over, we should still like roast some releases together.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah.
This was really fun.
And we're like funny people, so
I think we're funny.
We're hilarious.
I mean, I'm looking forward to watching this just to like laugh at our jokes because I think we're hilarious.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so fun if like we alternated like filming at your house or my house like every move. Like roommates still collab.
Yes. Former roommates roasting releases. Should we make this a series once once we're able to stop social distancing?
I want to like make that more alliterative, like recent roommates roast releases.
Yes! We stand an alliterative queen.
I love alliteration.
Okay, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see y'all in my next one. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!
Bye!